I can hear enough about that conversation out there. They're in pretty heavy stuff. What are they doing? Talking?
Who's giving the talk?
Joe talking to somebody.
Oh.
Talking to who?
He's
Nobody
the
else?
speaker, isn't he?
Yep.
Oh, there he is. I feel like I'm Caroline sitting
You
here.
have to sit there for so long yet.
Sorry.
Okay. So it's Life's Essence, 4 ounces 3 times a day. Alpha, 3 ounces 3 times a day. And the mixing instructions are actually right on here too.
Is it bottle in 4 liters?
Well, with the Life's Essence, it's a bottle into 1 gallon or 4 liters, which is real close. On the Alpha, it's 5 liters. Bottle into 5 liters.
My glass system is set up for 4.
Ah,
I can obviously change that.
right. Yeah, that was been the one thing with these, because of that 5 liter in this country, everything is a gallon. In
Well, except those.
oh, these things, yeah.
But you see what they are in terms of total liters.
Yeah,
Problem is
5.
they're plastic.
Yeah, they're 5 gallons.
Yeah, the problem is they're plastic though.
Right. You can get them in glass.
But you know, they do have some in the health food stores with glass.
Well, I'll just have to readjust to 4 to, but there's 2 products anyway, so that's not a problem.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we're doing.
That's the test, yeah. I mean, that's basically what it boils down to.
So
Again,
all the rest of those systemic things that showed drops
Right.
on that thing at 4 up.
well, we went in and checked those.
Okay, but this is going to work on those as well.
Right.
Okay.
Because those are being affected by the same things.
Okay. Yeah, right.
Okay, is what it's basically saying. We're being affected by the heavy metals and so on. This is what's going to help pull that heavy metal out. We check it on the worst one, because that's where if we can fix the worst one, the others will come easy.
Right.
Many times you'll see what we're seeing here, because it was allergy being affected. It was fibrous tissue, fat, and bladder. And when we went into fat, we really didn't find anything. So primarily fibrous tissue. Oh, excuse me. It's most likely being stored in the fibrous tissue, affecting the allergy point, and affecting the bladder point as it's trying to exit the
Trying
body.
to exit. Because it's not, because I was on the various formulas, even though
Right.
they were different than these.
You were
Probably
moving.
pushing it out.
Right, you were moving. And a lot of times what happens is, we'll find this in people, is either they'll stop taking the formulas, or they'll take the formulas and they won't take the chaser water like they should.
So that's not my problem.
And we'll start moving the toxins, and then they just stop.
Mm-hmm.
And wherever they were, and you know, that's what
Freezes them in joints or freezes them in wherever they
Right.
are, and not instead of getting them out.
And I mean, invariably, we'll have people come in and say, "Oh, but I feel so terrible. Well, how much chaser water you drink?" Well, I can't drink all that that you tell me to drink. You know, that's just too much. Oh, there's your problem.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I don't have that problem. Let me ask this: if somebody does all this, do you tell them stay on the same lifestyle, same eating things?
Well,
I mean, unless you're obviously taking something in that shows it.
yeah, and what we'll do,
Don't be drinking
with people too,
paraquat. I mean,
Right.
obviously, you know.
What we will
that.
do with people is have them come in, and if they're taking a lot of supplements or prescriptions or whatever, bring them in. We'll test them. We can tell if it's good or bad for you. And you know, we'll say, okay, you know, these things you really don't need. You're just stressing your kidneys, and you know, with all these supplements that aren't necessary. So
So you would not be a big fan of, let's just say, like I said, vitamin and mineral supplements.
Many times, yeah, but let's check it. For us to just say,
Should have brought those along.
And just
You know,
give a-
back at the house.
blanket statement of, you know, this multivitamin is good for everybody, it's ridiculous. Yeah, it's good maybe for 70% of the people out there, but what if you fall into that other 30%? And you're gonna sit there and take it, number one, you're wasting your money. And if, it's not hurting you, in the sense that it's not affecting other areas, but if it's not needed, the body will flush it through, and it will stress the kidneys and the bladder.
So this concept that the USDA says that you need X amount calcium and X, you know, amount of vitamin A and B and C and D and all that stuff is what?
Well, you do need X amount a day, but how much are you getting in your diet? Nobody really knows. We don't
The
have to-
diet is the main place you want to
Although,
get it.
yeah, but, well, yeah, but
So
you
to
don't
sit
know from
there-
the diet, I guess that's true.
Yeah,
You
to
can look
sit
on
there
a,
and
on
say-
a pill thing and say, okay, there's 300 milligrams of this.
Right,
You pop that down, you know you've got that. But if they say you need 800, you could be getting out of your diet 800 and you're taking 300 more.
right,
That's the point,
exactly.
which is where you're talking about wasting dollars.
So, where a
Interesting
lot
way
of
to
that
pay for
stuff,
this, by the way.
oh yeah, a lot of that stuff we can
It's
check.
not money.
Exactly. We don't, I've had people bring in garbage, or not garbage bags, but, you know, like a grocery store bags
Sure.
full of supplements. One day he had 2 plastic sacks filled with supplements, and he brought in, he had over 70 items
GNC is sad to see him go.
that we tested, and I think he needed about 12 of them. We're actually helping him.
Uh-huh.
You know, but he was the type of guy, every time he'd read about some new thing, you know.
Hammer it up, he's hammered
Yeah,
it up.
CoQ10, oh, gotta take that, you know, he added that.
Probably
into
the
his
yellowest
repertoire.
urine ever created.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, right out.
And, you know, we just knocked it right out, and, you know, hopefully we convinced him of it, but he may have still gone right back to it.
Mhm.
We've got another girl that we've been testing, and we're telling her she needs to knock out some of this other stuff. And she's here, oh, okay. And then she leaves and she calls her other doctor, and he says, oh, no, you need this, this, and this. So then she starts taking that, you know, and it's just like, you can't, I'm not gonna sit here and say that I am the answer to all your problems,
Yeah.
but either listen to me or go listen to him, but don't try and work both of us. It's not gonna work.
Now, this is a very important point. Let me ask you this. You're obviously pretty good at this touching, sensing, getting the results, analyzing them, feedback to me as a client. What about some of the newer people? Bob and Sue. By the way, is this off? Maybe we want that.